Good morning, everybody. Wednesday, July 22nd. This is our campsite. Well, mostly torn down now, but that was last night right here at Ebbets Pass, the highway or the road. Not really a highway, but
Highway 4.
Oh, Highway 4 is only about 100 yards below us here. So we're going to be hiking down, crossing that, and then we are going to try to have one of our biggest days in a long time to make it to Blue Lake Resort. It's 17.2 miles away, but luckily the terrain map shows that it should be fairly flat and smooth, at least compared to the terrain we've been hiking over for the past month. So we're hoping to make good time. Why are we going to Blue Lake? That's, well, if you remember all the way back before Hikertown, there were a pair of trail angels, Don and Tony, who were leaving stuff out for us, but they also did get to meet us very briefly at one point. And they are up here at Blue Lake Resort now, camp hosting. So we are going to try to get there and meet up with them and spend a little bit of time just visiting and, you know, getting free food, I hope. But it's going to be a long hike for us, and it's already a little bit late in the morning, so we're going to have to get going. All right, here we are. This is Highway 4. We're going to cross over it. Apparently they do trail magic here relatively often, but not today. So, brand new paved road, not even any lines on it yet. But we're going to keep on going up PCT. Huh. Now there's a signboard with a ridiculous amount of stuff posted on it. I'm going to stop here for about 20 minutes and read everything. I don't see anything particularly alarming other than no campfires, but we haven't had a campfire in a month, so. Just walking down the trail right here and came across where somebody had used some wood to spell out 400. Thing is, I don't know 400 what? It's definitely not 400 miles for the PCT, and if it was 400 kilometers, it would be probably closer to about 1,500 kilometers if we're measuring the distance between here and the border. But it meant something to somebody, not me. All right, back on trail. Well, we just finished up our lunch break here. It's about 1:15, and the afternoon thunderstorms look like they're not too bad out that way, but we look here and you can see here's the direction we're headed. See, the clouds are a lot thicker and darker looking, so oh boy, we may be getting wet soon. This place we're walking through now has got some really bizarre rock formations in it. Just looking along the crest of the hill, that right there, it's just amazing looking. And there's a rock right in front of us. I mean, it looks like just a giant pile of chocolate chip cookie dough almost. I don't know, I'm not sure what you'd call it, but I think the geologists call that conglomerate rock, but that's my college geology speaking, and that was 40 years ago, so I could be wrong. And we're gonna keep trucking on down the trail here. We've just come out of the forest, and looks like we've got a lot of wide open hiking in front of us, so hopefully if we get caught in a storm, we'll be able to find shelter. Okay, I hope this doesn't come across like I'm complaining, because I'm not complaining. And I also hope that you can hear me, because it's pretty windy out here right now, but I do have the wind muff on. You've talked quite a bit about how we are hiking fairly slow, not making big miles, and how we're kind of the back of the pack for PCT hikers. And while some of that actually does have to do with the fact that, you know, Goldilocks and I, we're older hikers. We can't hike the rate that the people half or even 1/3 of our age can hike. And I am hiking with disability. But I haven't addressed one thing which actually significantly impacts the number of miles we hike per day, and that's this, what I'm doing right now, videoing. If you haven't tried it before, you don't realize just how time consuming it is, especially, you know, when I set up those walk-by shots. You know, I mean, they look really cool, or some people think they do, some people think they're dorky, but you know, I've got to run ahead, set up the tripod, get the camera all lined up, then run back to where Goldilocks is, and then we do the walk by, and after that, then I gotta turn around, go back, get the camera, put away the tripod, blah, blah, blah. You know, every shot, honestly, every shot that I do like that, that's 5 to 10 minutes when I could have been walking. And so over the course of a day, you know, I probably lose, good grief, I don't know, between 1 and 2 hours just on photography and setting up shots for the video. And then I spend a lot of time editing. Most of the editing is done in the evening, at night. Well, obviously evening at night, what a dumb thing to say. In the evening in the tent. Now Goldie usually goes to sleep, but I'm up, you know, sometimes 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, laying there in the tent editing. And you know, and hence when 6 o'clock in the morning rolls around, I'm tired. I'll usually lay there in bed till 7 or 7:30, which means we get a later start than a lot of hikers do. A lot of hikers are already on the trail by 7 a.m. And finally, trying to upload videos from the trail. It's tough to upload videos from the trail when you're not near a town. Now yesterday is a good example of how we were literally on top of a high mountain peak, and I checked and actually had 2 bars on my cell phone. Yay Verizon, thanks. And so I took advantage of that to upload the most recent video. And that would have been the one where Goldilocks did all the filming. But even though it was only about a 12 or 14 minute video, it took an hour and a half to upload. So figure that out. That's an hour and a half that we were not hiking because I'm sitting up on top of a mountain trying to get a video uploaded. All that cuts into your hiking time and it affects the number of miles you can make each day. So blah blah blah, here I am, I'm ranting. How long have I been talking? Oh God, over 3.5 minutes. What a blabbermouth. Okay, sorry guys, but I just thought that's a topic that I've never discussed before, and I thought some of you might, you know, be interested in hearing about that perspective. Stopped up here on top of this pass to take a short break, and I was looking around and thought, man, what magnificent scenery. Had to get a quick shot of this. The mountains are unbelievable. Not usually a big fan of just making a bunch of scenery shots, but good God. I want to try and memorize this. Well, we just came to the top of a hill and a little patch of forest, and now we're on the back side of the hill. It's kind of bald, and I'm looking out. It's just unbelievable. The scenery here, the beauty. We've got it all to ourselves. I mean, it's times like this when I gotta really remind myself I'm the luckiest guy on earth to be in this place that I am right now with my wife, sharing this extraordinary beauty. And you know, we walked all the way here. We didn't just drive up here in our car and park in a parking lot and walk over and look over the edge. I mean, the view that we have right now, you have to earn it. There's no other way. And God, as I'm coming down over the hill, I can even look and see way off in the distance. I don't know if I can zoom in enough to show you guys. There's a magnificent waterfall out there. Look just to the right of that post sticking up out of the ground. Oh yeah, there it is in this middle. I mean, wow. And that's probably 1.5 miles away, but still, just on top of the world right now and loving every second of it. My battery power on my phone is down to 8% now, and we're still, 1 mile away from our planned campsite for the night, so I'm not sure how much more I'm going to be able to film. But thought I'd just kind of summarize the day. We made, I think, 11 miles today. Tomorrow our goal is to get up relatively early, and we're gonna hike about 6 miles, I think, to the Blue Lake campground, where our friends, the Trail Angels, Don and Tony, want to meet up with us. And I'm not sure what our plans are going to be with them. We're probably going to visit with them at least a few hours, but depending upon how things go and how motivated we are, we may just end up making tomorrow a short day and spend the night there in their campground, and then get up and hike the remaining 10 miles to Carson Pass, which is where we tend to get off trail and go into Reno with my friend Doyle. More about him later. And then and at that point we're going to be skipping probably a significant portion of the remainder of Northern California. But again, we haven't specifically identified how much of the trail we're going to jump. But more on that later. So if my phone dies before camp, I'll just say goodnight. And it was a great day. Tomorrow's going to be another one.